truck, break arms, and arm wrestle. It's what I love to do. It's what I do best. Being number one is everything. There is no second place. Second place sucks. And also, welcome to Fix-The-Plotcast. My name is Mike Costello.
Sam. My name is John.
Chris is over there. So today, we're talking about the movie Over the Top.
Yep.
What?
1980 what? 1986.
87.
Oh, it was 87.
Yeah.
You sure that starting quote wasn't Ricky Bobby
No, this was...
from Talladega Nights?
So he doesn't arm wrestle.
Maybe he does.
He drives a car.
You never know. He might have arm wrestled first.
This is a terrible movie, but it's a great movie.
I love it. I hate it, and I love it.
I wanted to watch it again.
As soon as it was over?
Yeah, I wanted to watch it again. I should have watched it again before I did this podcast, but I just really loved it. I'm definitely going to watch it again. I've seen it... Well, this movie came out the year I was born. I'm pretty sure this was on HBO.
Yeah, we used to watch it a lot on HBO.
Yeah, I remember somebody watching it. I don't know if it was you guys. But let's just get into what the movie is about. Sylvester Stallone, he plays Hawk. He is a truck driver, and he arm wrestles. And
that's kind of the two good... He was a terrible father.
Yeah.
He might have been the worst father.
You don't really know that because they didn't really say why he left. He just
That's
left.
the
That's
one
not a
thing.
good father.
They
He just
never.
left.
But the thing is, he said because they were the Robert Loggia.
Well, let's get to the start of the movie. What the story?
Okay, the story is about Hudson Hawk. Not, I'm calling him Hudson Hawk.
Hudson
This is
Hawk.
not
That's
Hudson
a different
Hawk.
movie.
That's
altogether.
What was
another
his name
movie.
again?
They just call him
Mike.
Hawk.
Is it Michael?
No, his son's name
His
is Michael.
son's name is Michael.
son's
He
name
has
Michael.
a first name. I know that. He is Lincoln Hawk. See,
Lincoln
Hudson,
Hawk.
Lincoln, they're
There
both
you
cars.
go. Hudson.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat.
Yeah, go ahead. We're gonna hear you rattling on a bag. He plays a truck driver who. You're doing it right in front of the microphone. You're using the bag right in front of the microphone. Okay.
So like there's a raid store.
Yeah.
Probably.
So,
We're eating Planters nuts and chocolate trail mix. If they would like to sponsor, so we can get paid,
I was eating some
that would be great.
ShopRite pretzels beforehand.
ShopRite
so
wants to
ShopRite
sponsor
pretzels.
us. Hey, if you're listening.
So, just to get back to the story, he is a truck driver who left his wife for reasons we do not know.
No clue.
And he had a son
Named Michael.
named Michael. Michael is a piece of shit.
Yes.
Michael's an asshole.
I had that written down. Michael is a piece of shit.
Michael is a piece of shit, but he has the right to be a piece of shit. Because he basically goes on a cross-country trip with a guy he doesn't know.
Yes, and he was raised by a corporate grandfather.
Who they never say what he did either.
And you don't know how long his mother was sick, so you don't think, like, you're pretty sure he didn't really know his mother too much.
Yeah.
So he just had this grandfather who's a jerk. Who's Robert
Grandfather's a
Loggia,
jerk.
who's great in it.
He was great.
He was really good.
We have no idea what Robert Loggia does. Did they ever say? I don't know.
Robert Loggia is just a businessman who wears the same gray suit, I think, every single day. He wore either that or it was just one really long day. I don't know what it was.
I don't think it was one day.
Well, they said it was 3 days to get to Vegas.
3 days to get to Vegas. This is about a course of
A week. I'm gonna give it a week.
Well, he wanted to get to Vegas so he could do the arm wrestling.
Yeah, but they didn't say how long it was, how long he was going to stay in Vegas. And then he had to go to the funeral.
Yeah.
Whatever, we were skipping ahead.
This
okay,
was about
so
5 days.
it's about 5 days, let's say.
Okay.
All right, so Robert Loggia wears the same suit 5 days in a row.
Now, he picks him up in this truck that he graduates from a military academy or a military
no, it's
school.
military.
And
Military academy or whatever.
off the bat, this kid's an asshole.
He had no friends.
Yeah.
He had zero friends.
It was basically, I feel bad for him because basically he was raised by his grandfather who's just teaching him, hey, you got to do this shit. And his mother's sick, too. So his mother couldn't see his graduation. His grandfather's too busy to see his graduation. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to just go home. My grandfather wants me to go home. But then his mother calls the guy who's in charge of the military school so that Sylvester Stallone could pick him up.
Surprise. It's a surprise pickup from a father who hasn't seen his son in
Now,
years.
if I was the head of this military school, I would want all types of credentials from this mother, stating that
He kind of did. He had wedding photos.
He had a wedding
Yeah,
photo.
he had the wedding
that was
photo.
his ID.
yeah,
When his son
the
said,
kid said it.
I don't have a father, I don't know what you're talking about. He said, I need to see some credentials from Sylvester Stallone, who's his father, and the only thing he brought was a picture of his wedding with his mother.
which we know from the movie Overboard, you could definitely doctor a
Yes,
picture
you
of a
could
wedding.
Photoshop that.
Yeah.
At the time, it was pretty easy. I mean, now it's simple, but then it was easy.
You had to call your, what was it, like his bowling buddy to get... That's a different movie. We're not going to get
cut out somebody's head and then you Xerox it on another, whatever.
Yeah.
It works. You could do it. It's possible.
All right, so that logic happened, and it was great. He gets his kid, and he goes into a truck that has pictures all over of him. The kid is basically...
It's
okay.
a semi-truck.
Oh,
it's a semi-truck.
Also, I think for 7 days, Sylvester Stallone never took a shower.
No, that's what I was thinking too.
I don't think he ever showered because
During that whole time?
going to the graduation, all he did was he washed the car, didn't wash himself. He just took some water, put it on his face and his hair, and he was good to go. He was ready.
Well, truckers have those truck stops.
Yeah,
where
but
you
he
can take
didn't
a
do that.
shower.
And then there was all those days, and all he did was sleep and get up and exercise and then go do what he had to do.
Yeah, and he has that lifting machine in his car.
Yeah.
That,
one arm.
Yeah,
One
it's
arm.
only the
Just
one
one
arm.
arm.
That arm was amazing. It was a great
That's
arm.
his meal ticket, that
Yeah.
arm.
So now Robert Loggia finds out that he please watch it
It's
with the
time for
bag.
the planters. The planters
We're gonna
rant.
edit this out.
The bag. Oh,
The Dixon, stop with the bag.
Yeah,
It's the
okay.
message.
Go, keep going. Go, do it.
what are you doing?
No, do it.
That's what I'm doing.
Eat the chip. Hey, no, there's some ghost here.
I like just because. Why? What are you doing?
I thought you were pausing. I didn't know what you were doing.
No, I'm not pausing. We're not going to pause
You
this.
can edit this out.
No, I'm not editing this. I'm going to stay right in. So,
I didn't watch the movie.
you've seen it before.
Yeah, I've seen it before. I don't want to watch it again.
Now,
hate
Robert Loggia gets wind that his grandson didn't get on the plane to come to him, and goes and finds out that Hawk took the kid. And I would get so pissed off at that deed.
Yeah, of course. Who wouldn't?
This makes no sense. Why would you give my grandson to a guy that just had a picture of a wedding photo?
Well,
It's so
and I'm
good.
gonna say the grandfather had all the rights in the world to be mad.
Yeah.
Grandfather, every right in this movie to do
Yeah,
whatever he
he was
wanted
not
to do.
he was not portrayed as the villain for me.
He was a good grandfather.
I don't think I really.
Maybe
don't think
he was a jerk of a guy, but he had every right. He
Yeah.
raised that kid.
There was no real villain in this movie.
No, there wasn't.
No, there was no.
And I liked. Here's what I liked about the movie. Now I picked this movie. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know why, but I did. And this movie had no main villain.
Well, do you want to say what movie you turned down?
No, because maybe we'll do that in the future. We'll leave that alone for now.
Okay.
But you know what? Yeah, let's. I was going to choose What Women Want, but I didn't want to do a girly movie again. So we did this instead. We went
We'll do
complete
it later.
opposite. So there was no villain. There was no main bad guy to root against, and there was no love story in this movie. There were no girls really in this movie.
That's what I liked about
There
the
was
movie.
there was no babes. There was nothing to look at.
I
It
thought-
was just
Here's
guys.
the thing. This is a great movie based on there's no like
It was just a
love
fu-
interest.
Oh.
It's a family movie with arm wrestling
Okay, so Sylvester Stallone takes his son,
on a 3-day trip
On a 3-day trip
cross
in the
country, and he's got to
and
try
this kid did not want to do it.
No, but it's on the it's basically his mother's dying wish.
Yeah.
For them to connect.
But the son didn't know this at the time. He didn't know that knew his mother was sick,
His mother's sick.
but he didn't know she was gonna die.
I think he did. I
don't
think he
know.
did because he
No,
was
I don't
like,
think so.
what?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because she would have been like, he's like, oh, I understand. I understand why my mom's not at my graduation. I understand my grandfather's not at my graduation.
I don't think she knew that. I don't know.
I think he knew she was
He
sick.
knew
I didn't think he
because
knew she was gonna die.
because he said if you would have bring me or whatever.
All right, so
let's
keep
just figure
going.
it out.
All right, so now they go on this cross country trip. I don't know where they were to begin with. I don't know. So whatever. It's taking 3 days.
3
in a
days.
truck.
3 days from
It has to be on the East
to
Coast.
California.
It has to be on the
Oh,
East Coast.
also, if you didn't know that this movie was going to be really manly, Sylvester Stallone stops and picks up cargo, and the cargo he picks up is Brute Cologne.
Yeah, that was a,
And it says, "Smell like a man"
Yes.
on the side of his truck.
Yep.
So
And also his
it
truck.
could be the manliest cargo.
the brute that he delivered is still going strong today.
Yes.
And also his mud flap said "passing side" on the side where you pass,
On
and
the left.
"suicide" on the pass to the
I
right.
didn't notice that.
That's at the very start. I wrote that
didn't
down. I loved it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I'm really gonna like this movie. All right. So he takes this kid to a truck stop, and also this kid has a really stupid diet, because he's like,
What do you want to eat?
he wanted.
His
I
father
wrote down
wanted,
his.
fried chicken and
He
mashed
wanted,
potatoes.
yeah, and he wanted tuna salad, whole wheat, and a spring water with lemon.
And then says something, make it two.
Make it two, because my kid's an asshole.
My kids, he gives that look.
Yeah,
he gives a look
like,
to the
yeah,
waitress. Like,
I know.
Oh, I know this kid's an asshole.
Now, if I was Sylvester Stallone, I'd be like, listen, this is a truck stop. Don't get that, because tuna salad at a truck stop is not very good.
They ate shit.
Get a burger.
They ate ruined tuna.
Yeah. And the and whole wheat.
Hot
no
tuna
one's
garbage.
eating whole wheat. Yeah, it's hot tuna garbage.
Tuna garbage.
Now, while they're at the truck stop, they meet a guy named Smasher. Smasher.
Smasher.
Yeah.
Yes.
Smasher, I believe I have his quote over here. If not, he just wanted to kill Sylvester Stallone. It's like, hey, I heard about you.
Out of nowhere.
Well,
he
I
just
forgot
goes
that. Now, this happens like 10 minutes into the movie.
Are you Hawk?
I thought he said, "Are you hot?" Right? I was like, I don't remember this in the movie. And
Hey,
then he said
man,
again,
my
I
kid's
was like,
here.
oh, his name is Hawk. Well, he said it twice.
Are you Hawk?
Are you hot? That's what I thought. I was
Are you
like, that happens at truck stops.
Should I turn on the air? Oh, you mean? Oh, you
Yeah,
mean
that's what I thought. I thought it happens at truck
I was
stops all the
going
time.
Now, I've never been to any truck stops before. I mean, I've been to a couple.
They weren't like that though.
No, it's not. I know that there's truck stops like that with like restaurants and there's probably like showers in the back or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've been there.
I'm thinking.
Yes.
Now,
That's
is there any underground arm wrestling competitions going on at these truck stops?
Yeah. Remember last time I went, I was in that tournament, the arm wrestling tournament. I don't think so. I don't think that happens. I really don't.
No, there's no way. Now,
Maybe in the 80s, maybe it was a big deal.
yeah,
I
when
don't
did arm wrestling become like a huge thing?
During that
when
movie.
that movie came out, everyone nuts for that.
There has to be some type of background before they made this movie
Yeah,
about
it's-
arm wrestling.
Well, it's definitely an Ocho sport.
yeah,
it's
this
definitely
is
the Ocho sport.
ESPN, the Ocho.
Yeah.
this is a now Hawk beats what's his name, Smasher,
Mhm.
by going over the top. Now, what over the top means is when he's about to lose, when Sylvester Stallone's about to lose, he switches his hand. He lets go.
And he gives the guy a little smooch.
Yeah.
On the
And the guy's like,
nose.
what?
And he turns and puts his fingers over the other guy's thumb.
No.
Right?
He
You're
switches
acting,
position.
you're acting it out.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
no
trying
visual.
to-
See it.
He switches position. He lets go with his fingers of
Yeah.
the hand. He moves his thumb to the side kind of and grabs the guy from
From the thumb. He grabs both their
Yeah.
thumbs.
and both
And
of his thumbs.
Both their thumbs.
Oh.
His and the other guy's thumb.
He-
and then
and then for some reason
This
that
freaks the guy out.
That gets him every time.
yeah, this is a move that's so powerful that, and also, why doesn't everybody else do that?
I don't know.
Nobody else did that.
He's
in
the
movie.
newcomer
No, he's
in the
not.
circuit. Yeah.
He's
Yes.
brand new to the circuit.
Is
In
he?
the circuit,
Yeah.
in the championship, he was.
Oh, it's in the championship, yeah, but nobody knows this move. Nobody
No.
knows the over the top move.
Nobody knows the move.
Well,
but I think
Well, no, hold on, wait. At the end,
yeah,
the
this
finals is called over the top.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's a known move.
nobody does it.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe he's cheating.
He says it a lot though.
Maybe he's a cheater.
Then also at this scene, you get introduced to Bull. Bull is the champion what was he 5-time champion arm wrestling competition?
Never lost. Yeah, never lost.
Which,
undefeated.
watching this now, when you first see Bull, he's in the dining area of the place when Smasher and Hawk are doing their arm wrestling competition.
He puts his hand on Michael's hand.
Yeah, and I got a very pedo vibe from that moment.
I did too.
It was a little scary. I got afraid for Michael.
Yeah.
Not that I cared too much of what happened to him.
I thought he was like a goon for Robert Loggia at the start.
Yeah, I didn't know what he was. I got scared.
All right, so you find out that there's going to be a competition in Vegas, and Bull really wants to kick Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold
Sylvester
Schwarzenegger.
Stallone.
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger.
Sylvester Stallone.
Why wasn't he Bull?
Stallone. He should have been Bull. Sylvester Stallone wins the match with Smasher
Yeah,
with the over-the-top move.
yeah,
And his kid is impressed.
yeah.
Okay? That's the start of where he
Not
breaks a little
really.
bit.
No,
He
that
said
was an
something. He
experience.
says experience.
And, no, but he says he gets a little mad at his father and tells him because he's a
hustler.
A hustler.
Yeah.
He's a hustler. And he gets a little upset.
Mm-hmm.
And then Stallone just, he blows it off, whatever.
Now, also, when Sylvester Stallone does his arm wrestling, he switches his hat, which later you find out that
It turns on a switch.
his hat, when he switches it, he's not himself anymore.
Becomes a different
He puts it
person.
backwards.
He switches his hat backwards. The coolest trucker hat, which I forgot what it said on the trucker hat.
I don't remember.
I didn't write it
It was
down.
black. I don't remember.
So, it's just oh boy. He just turns into this machine. He sells himself
he's
a
a-
machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a truck. He turns into a truck.
Well,
He's a
I
machine.
just turned my hat backwards.
Now, here's the other thing, too.
And
I want
I'm
to jump
to do
forward.
the
I'm to do the podcast, and I'm killing it.
I want to jump forward for a
It
minute.
works.
Are all the prize at the Vegas show is a truck?
Yes.
So are all these guys truckers?
No. Because there was a trucker section of the tournament. Guys, yeah.
I don't
I don't
remember.
He
this.
said he came out of the trucker
I don't remember this.
thing. Him and Bull came out of that section to get into the tournament. I don't know how. I don't think
so.
it makes sense.
I think
that's what I heard.
I thought it was just like a nice convenience, like a.
No,
like
because
having
why
a-
would that be the why would that be the
Like-
thing? Why do you get a $250,000
No,
truck?
No, like John, you got to do this arm wrestling competition.
I want to get
You
back
win-
to the truck. I want to get back to the truck, but go ahead.
No, you win how much was it?
Hey,
$100,000.
you drive trucks? How about a truck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you win $100,000, and also you get a lifetime supply of Milky Ways. I'm like, hey, that's nice.
All right, cool.
I thought it was like that.
Well, the prize was $100,000, right?
$100,000 plus a $250,000 truck.
Was that much money?
Yeah, they say that's how
what
much
they
the truck
Yeah,
is
it was
worth.
$250,000.
No, let me just get to the truck. Okay, Robert Loggia comes at the end and he offers.
Yes.
Let's not jump.
I want to talk about the
All
truck
right,
for a
go ahead,
second.
truck for a truck.
Just real quick.
Go ahead.
Now, Robert Loggia's truck, he says it's the best
Yeah.
that money could buy.
It's he said $500,000
No.
a rig or something like that. Yeah.
No, he
No,
wanted to give him $500,000
Oh, okay.
plus the truck.
To leave.
All right.
Sorry, I switched my hat forward for a second. I'm not
Yeah,
on the game.
turn
right
it
now.
back.
Let me turn it back.
So, are we to suspect that the truck that he's getting at the competition is not as good as the one that Robert Loggia's giving him?
Probably.
Whatever. We'll get back to that in a minute. Now,
All right, so they.
then you find out that Robert Loggia goes to his daughter's like, why the hell did you?
He
Why?
wants
Oh,
to kill her, but
that
she's
okay.
dying.
That was yes. Now I have a note. Hold
He
on.
really wants to kill her.
Hold on. I
He
have
wants to
notes.
kill her, but she's dying, and it's like, oh, this is I really want this to happen, but I still don't blame Robert Loggia.
I have here. Grandfather visits his daughter in the hospital who's dying. Stays 5 minutes. Calls her a bitch, then leaves. That's pretty much all he did. Oh, sorry. That's pretty much all he did.
Okay.
He really. Like, if he could have slapped her without anybody seeing.
He was mad that she was sick,
Yeah.
because he would have did so much more.
He really wanted to lay it, like just kill her, just beat her up. And I don't blame him. I don't like you're saying. I
No.
don't blame him. She let him go with a guy that she don't even know anymore.
No.
He hasn't been around in years.
Well, he does. She does know him because
Oh.
they write to each
Yeah,
other.
they write to each other.
he wrote, right.
I guess
Well,
they call.
he don't know
They-
that though.
Yeah, they still like
Wait,
each other.
did he know that?
I don't know that either because
No,
Well, the letters were hidden.
Yeah,
the letters were hidden, but what room?
The letters were in his mother's room.
Yeah, his mother's room.
A drawer.
Why did she hide?
Why did she hide him? I don't know. I really don't know.
That's a big problem.
There's a
in
good
this movie.
30 minutes missing out of this movie.
Yeah, they cut it down a lot.
I'm pretty sure there's a back plot to what happened.
But why say? All right, Sylvester Stallone says, "I wrote you all the time."
Yeah.
All right, and then the kid says, "I don't believe you."
Yeah.
Okay, because he never got them.
And I don't blame him for not believing him.
And if they're in his mother's room and she's talking to the father, why would she hide these letters?
Maybe it's like a Color Purple type thing. The father.
There's something going on that we have no clue what's going on.
But why would it be in her room? How would it be hidden in her own room?
Her father must be controlling her, saying, "Don't give her the letter. Don't give him the letter." It must have been on a sneak. Like they can't. Maybe the wife cannot even talk to Sylvester Stallone. So if he gives her,
So
if
this
he
was the
gives
thing.
him the
She
letters,
knew she was gonna die, so she called him and she's like, "Listen," because she knew about the letters. She knew about it.
Yeah.
She just couldn't say nothing to the kid.
she can say that because she would have squealed to the grandfather, like, "Hey, I'm talking to my father." And she's like, "No."
Maybe
That's
maybe
a good.
that
That's.
makes sense.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
Maybe.
You fixed it. Podcast, we can go home.
Job done.
Now, here's the other thing too. All right. They start driving around. You want any more of those?
I mean, yeah.
All right.
Hey, planters, we're out here.
Now, they have a little mini fight about the radio.
Oh,
Which
let's talk about that for a second.
that song?
That song was terrible. But I remember it. I guess because I watched this movie so much
Yeah.
when I was a kid. But why did the radio only go to 100 volume? It was just a click, from
Yeah.
off to boop. It's at 100.
Yeah.
It's at complete,
To the most
just the loudest it could possibly be.
mediocre 80s music you could find.
I think we're wearing out this knob.
What was the Kenny Loggins song in the
The
movie?
Kenny Long song is
Loggins.
Meet Me Halfway.
Yeah, Meet Me Halfway.
Meet Me
Yeah,
Halfway.
I hate. Yeah, they played it like
Complete
five
shit.
times. In
Yeah.
that movie. I hated it. A lot.
Which was his quote. He said, life's
Yeah,
not
life's
going to
not-
meet you
yeah,
halfway.
Reach halfway.
Which means you got to do all the shit.
Do you think that Sylvester Stallone got writing credits for that?
Let me see.
He puts writing credits
For
on
that
everything,
song?
so I guess so.
Oh, the song? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure Kenny Loggins went in and was like, all right.
Did he write this? Who wrote it?
Sylvester Stallone wrote it.
He did,
I'm
right?
pretty sure he wrote
He
this.
the story, or he co-wrote it.
Gary Conway wrote the story. Also, David Engelbach. And there's two more credits. I'm pretty sure like Sylvester
No,
Stallone got the script and like rewrote
Yeah.
some things.
Yeah, no.
Screenplay. He
I
wrote
saw
the
it.
screenplay.
Screenplay and Sterling Silifant wrote the screenplay as well.
Okay.
All right. Sylvester Stallone does that to all his movies. He gets a script and he's like, all right, I'm
He
gonna.
just changes whatever.
I'm gonna
lines,
change what I
whatever he
want.
feels. And you know he deserves it.
Yeah,
He can do what he wants.
did a good job doing it.
Yeah, the movie was good. I'm not gonna lie.
It's
I
not.
liked
It's
it.
not. It's watchable.
I think 80s Sylvester. The 80s was amazing for Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, it was great.
I think I would want to be Sylvester Stallone in the 80s.
Yeah.
You know what I like about Sylvester Stallone movies?
Yeah.
He wasn't a bad looking guy. All right. He
was
wasn't
alright.
alright. He was alright. But here's the thing. And for a truck driver, he was very clean, even though he didn't take showers. He in Sylvester Stallone movies, he gets beat up. He
Yeah.
gets hurt.
Yeah.
He has cuts and bruises, and he breaks arms and stuff like that.
I think you just like guys in suspenders.
I love guys in
That's all-
suspenders
yeah, that's
with,
all
with
he wore in the movie.
wife beaters on and t-shirts.
He was wearing collared shirts, like with suspenders, which I find amazing.
So,
It was good.
all right. Now after they have that fight on with the radio, they stop at a parking lot for trucks or whatever it is, and he's like, "Listen, you could use my head. You could use my shoulder to
As
sleep.
pillow.
Yeah, as a pillow."
are we only at this part?
Yeah.
I don't-
We're only like 5 minutes in. There's only 5 minutes into the movie.
Now this is the part that this could have went all pedophile at this part.
No,
and he
not
couldn't-
with his
that is
father.
his kid.
I
But
don't know.
here's the
I didn't
thing.
think about
All right,
it.
I had a plot twist on this. It's like, listen, I'm not your father. And then I have all these pictures of you, and
I've been stalking.
and then here's the thing. He uses like, and then next thing you know, you see him, and his head is on the kid's shoulder.
Yeah.
So that could have been like between him going to sleep and like, oh, what happened to me?
Oh. Okay. No,
So,
I don't
alright,
think that happened.
Anyway,
I don't think they were near
after they sleep, they get up, And the kid is talking about how his father is stupid. I don't remember how that happened. But Stallone was like, here, you think I'm stupid? Drive the truck.
Oh, because he didn't have books in the car.
Yeah. He didn't have books in the
You
car.
have these weights, and not everything's about muscle. You don't have no books in here.
Well, he drives the truck. And then the kid drives the truck great. Only to prove that he's smart.
Yeah,
he proved he's
he
smart.
proved... I figured, this kid's going to mess up driving the car, and it's going to prove that his father's...
Yeah.
No, but he did it. He did an amazing job.
But he's like, hey, you know what? You're driving the truck. That's good. You're my son.
You're my son.
It's in your genes.
Now you're my son.
Yeah. Then
Which the kid turned around pretty quickly, I think.
Within a day.
From absolutely hating him and running away from him and being scared of him and being mad at him to, I love driving trucks. You're the best father in the world.
Then
he went from like, you're gonna get the bill for my jacket.
Yeah.
Door to what jacket?
What jacket?
It's like,
what jacket? Let's break the other sleeve.
Then also he gets his son into an arm wrestling contest with these bigger kids.
Yeah.
Which I wrote down. The big kid said, if I don't win, I'm going to kill myself.
Yes. If I don't win, I'm going to kill myself. Because he couldn't live with himself losing. So, that kid is dead.
Yeah.
That kid loses.
But I think they were in the Vegas. I think they were in the crowd.
No.
I see
What
him.
were they
I
doing
can't-
there?
I don't know. I remember looking. I was like, is that the kids from the? I didn't think it.
Hey, you know, gotta be there, Mikey's father. You know that guy who beat us?
And
you gotta go there.
And
he's
kill
telling
myself.
his-
I traveled 2,500 miles.
This kid has no training in arm wrestling except the time that his father did it once, and he loses, and the kid gets all.
Everything the father built up totally went out the window in that
It's
second.
like why
You made me a
wanted-
loser. You're a loser.
Yeah,
You made me
I
a
lost.
loser.
You wanted me to lose.
Yeah.
And I'm gay.
Shocker. I like boys.
I'm pretty sure the kid is gay. If he is, that's fine. I have no problem with
whatever.
it.
Alright, but Sylvester Stallone talks him back. His father talks him back into it. Hawk talks him back into going back in there,
And-
facing the kid,
And going
he
over
wins
the
him
top.
twice by
Yeah.
going over the top and kicking his ass.
And the kid's dead. The other kid
commits
is
suicide. And here's what I didn't get: why did the kid get so mad at the other two kids? What were they gonna do?
They didn't do anything.
What were they possibly gonna help him with?
Well, they were his cronies. They were like,
But even the kid said, "What was I gonna do?"
yeah.
Because he's like, "What did you expect me to do?"
Well, okay,
Stupid.
Sylvester Stallone was cheering his son on. No one was cheering that other guy. Probably.
No, they
No.
were cheering.
They were cheering him
The
on.
other kids were
Who?
cheering.
They were. Yeah, they were. They
Yeah,
were,
in the
they were.
background. Like, hey, come on,
I just
like,
remember
kill
Sylvester
him.
Stallone like
Go
just
on.
overly cheering
Yeah.
and commentating.
Huh?
Doing it.
No. Next was. What was
Now,
the next
also,
part?
all right, I wrote
he wins that match.
he
the
wins the
kid's
match.
Happy.
Now, the mom
he tells
doesn't-
his mom.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He
Now,
calls
mom
her.
does not give a shit. It's like, okay, my
She's
son's.
the eye.
She said, why are you getting my kid into arm wrestling match? Just talk to the kid for a little bit.
Uh-huh.
She didn't give one shit.
Oh, that's nice. Now put out that bag of muscles
Yeah.
on the phone. That's what that was.
Listen, if I make it through this surgery, oh man, we're gonna go out.
Then the next scene is Robert Loggia's lawyers come in,
Yeah.
and it's like,
They
listen,
can't figure out a way to get custody.
the only way to do it is if you prove that
He's
he's an unfit father. That's you can't live with him.
Yeah. The
Which
the
he
kid don't wanna-
is.
yeah.
He lives on a truck.
Has no money,
Has no money.
no real job.
No, he just hauls stuff.
His truck is worth $7,000. The other truck's worth $250,000.
How old was the truck?
That was a pretty old truck.
The truck, he had to wind it. to
Yeah.
get it going. That's all it was. You have to push it.
So anyway, they get back on the truck. They
Oh.
go to the hospital.
Wait. No. Remember the kid gets
The
stolen.
kid gets stolen.
Oh yeah, there was
By
a
the grandfather's
the
cronies.
kid gets kidnapped. Yeah, that's why
he
they
gets kidnapped by his grandfather's
his grandfather's
bad
goons.
guys. The
Yeah,
goons, yeah.
and he gets the kid back, but there was that scene was the truck that was just a bad car chase.
They were willing to kill a man
Yeah,
to get a little boy
rightfully
who they could
so.
fight. Who they could fight in court.
Yeah,
Like, what was the rush to get the kid?
I guess something happened between
No, because
Sylvester and Robert
the
Loggia.
court thing. He won't win in court. The grandfather.
Okay, but he's so smart, right? and the kid knows the grandfather for forever, since his whole life.
If he could give...
Wouldn't he be able to talk the kid into something, or be able to get him home and then do his plan like he did in the... Anyway?
Yeah.
He had a scheme.
Listen, if you
Why do you have to risk people's lives?
If you have $500,000 to give Sylvester Stallone to get out, I'm pretty sure you could pay a lot of lawyers, which there was a lot of lawyers in that room. If you could pay all those lawyers, like, guys, give me my grandson. He's with a guy that has no money, and he just drives all day.
Robert Loggia said to the kid that his father was a drug dealer.
Yeah.
And that's why he didn't want him around him. Why couldn't he plan drugs on him or something like that later on and get the kid away from him?
Well,
There's so much plot.
Yeah,
here
that could be
that's
changed.
Screwed up.
Now, let's go to the hospital scene. They go to the hospital, and the mom's dead.
Boo-hoo, who cares?
Right there, they find out she's just dead. She died earlier that day while they were screwing around, arm wrestling little kids for $1.
No, because she was alive then. She was alive then.
Yeah, but that wasted time. They didn't need to be doing that at the time.
Pretty much. I mean, but
It
what can you do? The kid resents his... I don't blame the kids.
He's mad.
Yeah.
In every step of this, Sylvester Stallone is wrong.
Yes.
He does all these wrong things.
And he knows he's wrong.
He's a screw up.
Yeah. So, yeah, the mother dies, and the son's totally right about him getting mad, and he winds up going to... He goes on a cab, which the son had money.
I don't know. No, I think he probably took the cab and paid him when he got there.
Yeah,
or something,
pretty
probably.
much. So, yeah, he's in California. He goes back to his grandson and grandfather, and then there's probably the best funeral clothes that I've ever seen on Sylvester Stallone.
Yes.
Black denim button-down shirt with a tie.
Yes.
And jeans and work boots. Which he
has no idea how to dress.
He must
no clue.
He must have like a black denim shirt in case somebody dies in his truck. Because he probably went to the denim store. All right, give me that denim shirt. And you have a black one. Yeah, give me the black one too.
He
just
was at
in
a
case.
truck stop.
Yeah.
They didn't have any black suits. It's like, give me closest thing you have. I got a black denim shirt.
Yeah, and then he must have arm wrestled a guy for a tie. And he got the tie. Looked pretty good. It's the total opposite of the Rocky IV funeral scene where Sylvester Stallone looked great.
It's the opposite.
It's the opposite of that, like with the big Porsche glasses and the suit. Yeah, he pretty much Sylvester Stallone. He still looks great, but he's just wearing the most junkiest.
He's a truck driver.
Yeah.
What do you want from him? He's carrying around all that brute.
Yeah.
He had a ton of
and also, he's making these stops because
Yeah.
at one point there's no cargo. At one point there is different cargo. So he's making stops.
I just remember one cargo.
No, there was like two cargos.
Smell like a man.
That's all I remember was brute.
That's it.
Well, anyway, before this funeral, he stopped and dropped off the brute because you see him.
Yeah, there is no more
on
brute.
you see him on the hood of the truck, or was he in the back of the cargo area?
Well, there was no more brute. There
the
was
tow
brute.
area.
And then when he's chasing the car through the streets, there is no brute. I mean,
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
There was no brute. He dropped it off.
He dropped off. Still going strong. I tell you.
So maybe Vegas wasn't that far. Maybe you just have to make all these drop-offs and pickups.
Probably.
Maybe.
So anyway, now he goes to Robert Loggia's house. He storms into Robert Loggia's house.
He messed it up.
That's,
He broke there's a lot of damage there.
A lot of
There
damage.
was sculptures. There's a gate.
There's
There's
like-
a house.
there's like-
He broke.
There's like 5 strikes against Robert Stallone right now.
Now
We're
you're
being
demanding your
wrong.
kid. You broke my. He literally drove into the house.
He really doesn't know what to do with
No.
life. He doesn't know what's the best approach. He's the father.
This is what happens.
He doesn't have rights.
This is what happens when you're a truck driver who also does arm wrestling.
Uh-huh.
You're not doing the best things in life. You're not making good decisions.
No.
I'm gonna sue you for breaking my
And it's
house.
like-
I'll already sue you
And
for
instead,
it.
here's,
That's
you know what? Oh, it's like,
I'll arrest you for it.
I need to just put the weightlifting machine in my car. That's a good idea.
You know, he really wanted to arm wrestle Robert Loggia.
Oh yeah.
He really wanted. He wanted to call him out.
Then like Robert Loggia like rips his suit jacket arms off, and he has a
He's built.
he has a huge biceps.
He's got one huge arm. He
Yeah.
arm wrestles too. He's only got one huge right arm.
And afterwards, he puts on another gray suit.
yeah.
And he tears off the sleeve and it's all oily. Like
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
ready for it.
And it's like, yeah, I thought so. Then he puts the sleeve back on.
He
just puts the sleeve
Pulls
back
it back,
on.
and then like Velcros.
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna come back.
So now he gets arrested. Sylvester Stallone gets arrested, and rightfully so. He made.
destroyed the guy's
There's
house.
There's about $100,000 of damage. That's a nice house. He storms into the front of the house, right?
Yeah.
He broke the whole house.
He
Yeah,
broke
the
the
front of the
house.
house. There's probably
broke-
framework that
Yeah,
needs to
just-
be done now.
Okay, I'm gonna say a good 10% of the house is gone.
Yeah. You need a hotel room now.
Yeah.
Which he did. Well, not right. He didn't do it
Yeah,
on
the president's
purpose.
suite.
Well, not on purpose. He had to go get. Well, anyway, we'll get to that. Now he gets in jail, and one of Robert Loggia's lawyers comes in and is like, "Listen, we don't want to sue, which is good for you because you can't afford the house that you just destroyed."
You can't afford the door.
Yeah,
I'll arrest you for the
your
verdict.
truck can't afford the door. All right,
You can't afford the
and that
door now.
truck was in great condition after the damage.
$7,000.
It was in good. There was no scratch on the truck.
He's fine.
So now they listen. Just leave the state of California. Never come back, and you do not get Michael, and we will not press charges. And he's like, "Yeah, I can't afford the house," and I think that was more in his
Well, he
mind.
said
than
it's up to Michael. What does Michael say?
Yeah,
about this?
yeah, and then Michael
And
comes
then
in.
the lawyer had the kid with him.
Yeah,
He came in, and what did the kid say? I don't remember.
kid's
He
like,
said,
"Listen, you're not. I can't. I have a home." And
yeah.
where
What
am I gonna
be with
where am I
Michael
gonna
with
be?
you?
And he's
Okay.
right.
He's totally right.
It's
Totally
like,
right.
listen, I understand you're my father, but call me once in a while. You could do that. There's nothing wrong with that. Just call me, see how I'm doing.
So
I like you. You're a cool guy.
Yeah, but I don't know if we can make this work. Which
Yeah.
really, I don't think it ever will work. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well,
Well, so he
it's like
takes
you
the
listen.
deal.
Yeah, it's like, and he's like, listen, remember, life doesn't meet you halfway, or the world doesn't meet you halfway.
Yeah, you gotta.
You got
Dude,
it. That's the tagline to the movie. I think,
Is it?
too.
Life
Yeah,
doesn't meet you
life
halfway.
doesn't meet you
It could
halfway.
be.
Some shit.
So he takes the deal. Michael goes back home with his grandfather, Robert Loggia.
And now Sylvester Stallone goes,
He's
"All right,
out. He
yeah,
goes in the truck.
I'm
He's
going,
out. He's going to Vegas.
I'm gonna sell my truck.
He
bet
gets
on
to
my
Vegas.
get the money for the truck and bet on me,
Alright, so he had
which
20,
was great odds.
He had 20 to 1 odds.
Which I
Yes.
did
And
count.
he bet
$7,000.
$7,000.
That's
$7,000.
$140,000.
Yeah, $140,000
If
if he wins, which is good.
And then on top of that, there's the truck as a prize,
Which he wanted the Hawk.
which was $250,000. Yeah, he wanted the Hawk emblem off the car, which
Yeah.
I'll talk about that later. So then you could win. He would win on his bet. He would win $140,000 on himself. He gets the truck, which is $250,000,
And then $100,000.
and a $100,000 grand prize.
Yeah,
So that's $240,000 cash.
$390,000 total.
Okay, and then the truck, which he could use.
No, meaning that's with the truck too.
That's what.
Yeah. I'm saying all total,
Yeah,
and with that is the truck.
he has a business now.
Yeah, now he's got a business.
All right, that's what he wants. He's like, yeah, I want to.
He
get
wants
a
to open his own
business.
business. That's his dream.
Yeah.
So
now,
if he wins this match, he's set.
now while this is going on, Mikey's looking for those letters. He's like, listen, I gotta find out if this guy was really my father.
He's just
and
snooping
really
around to
writing.
see what's going on. And
No, he
then-
wasn't super. He was looking for letters.
Listen,
Yeah.
I thought he was looking around.
And he found the letters,
Yeah.
and he's like, shit, I need to get, I need to get to Vegas.
I get this beautiful man.
So he goes into his grandfather's
Yeah, he could
garage.
have took. It was a Rolls Royce.
It was Rolls Royce. I think maybe
There
it was a
was-
Ferrari or
was-
something.
I don't
remember.
remember.
A
I wasn't
sports
paying
car.
attention.
I think there was one of those Austin-
But no, he gets a Toyota 4Runner.
Because it's like
It's
a
a truck.
truck.
Because
He
it's like
knows
the
how to
truck.
drive the
Oh,
truck.
gotcha.
It's like his dad.
Yeah. He's like, oh, and also he drove a dune buggy before, something
Yes.
like that,
So
right?
he loves he loves trucks.
Yeah, it's like which was he drives all the way to the airport to it. He's 12 at the time. I think he's 12, right? Because he's saying because 15-year-old kids do something,
I
and
think
he's
he's
2-3
12.
years behind.
Yeah, he's 12. Throws the keys to the security guard. Security guard didn't want him to park there.
Which the security guard is my underdog.
Is there the security guard? that was
Because
at the
shit,
airport?
free truck.
So he's got a free SUV.
Three, four, brand new Forerunner at the time,
Yes.
were nice back then.
Yeah.
87
So
Forerunner.
you got-
Now here's because you guys seen it recently. Did Back to the Future have the same Forerunner?
No,
Was that one? Back to the Future was black. It was a Toyota.
that was a 4x4.
That wasn't a.
It might have been a Toyota.
No, it wasn't Toyota.
I could check real quick.
No, it doesn't matter.
So.
It doesn't really matter. What
Well,
it's
whatever.
about.
I
I
don't
was just asking.
care. So yeah, that was the other thing too. It kind of
It was a
reminded me of
sweet
Back to
4x4.
Future. Guys, an 87 Forerunner at the time, that you couldn't beat it. So now he goes and he gets to the airport.
He gets to the airport. He gets to the.
He gets in the baggage claim because the Goonies were trying to find him, and he
At
hides.
the same time, Robert Loggia's flying to Vegas.
Yeah, he's going to
He's
Vegas
going to
too.
talk to Hawk.
So while it's going on, the coolest arm wrestling competition.
Maybe one of the coolest competitions ever, let
If-
alone arm wrestling.
I need to know if there's more arm wrestling competitions.
Yes,
Yeah.
we see it on TV.
Yeah.
Yes.
They are?
Yeah.
Because
It's a
I
real
will
thing.
watch it
It's a real thing.
It's a sport.
because they're great.
It's amazing.
If it has characters like that,
Yeah,
then yeah.
like Bull and
There was I forgot his
The
name.
black guy.
The Alka-Seltzer guy. No,
Yeah,
I'm talking
Alka-Seltzer.
about
Alka-Seltzer was very prevalent at the end of this
Uh-huh.
movie. They must have paid some extra cash and
Now,
they had to throw
the
it
I
thing
in
thought
the
is-
it was
end.
like,
No,
I'm talking about the
here's the
guy that
thing.
drank the Alka-Seltzer.
He
right?
drank
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
Alka-Seltzer.
he ate a
that's
cigar.
sure.
Yeah, he ate a cigar.
That's a different guy.
No, he's the guy that drank the Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
and
there
then
was-
the other guy. It wasn't Smasher.
Yeah, no.
It was
There
the
was a
other
guy,
guy.
he ate a cigar.
Yeah,
The same guy
that
drank
beat
oil.
him. Yeah, the guy that beat him.
Yeah.
That beat.
He drank oil, and
Yes.
then he drank the Alka-Seltzer.
You drink Alka-Seltzer after you drink
Yeah.
oil? Why?
He ate
Guys,
garbage.
don't just say Sylvester Stallone went to Alka-Seltzer. Listen.
No, Alka-Seltzer came to them and said, "Listen, we'll give you $10,000.
Put us-
movie.
put
oh,
us
man, we only
somewhere."
got 3 days left to film it.
Yeah.
All right, you'll just be at the competition
Here's
as
what-
much as
Oh, wow,
possible.
10 grand.
About 10 grand.
Here's the tank top.
This,
That's all he had.
We'll fund the cocaine fund for this movie.
One tank
What
top.
about these black guys wearing a shirt?
Oh, guys, there had to be so much cocaine going on at the arm wrestling competition. There has to be. There's people hitting themselves.
Yeah, slapping, hitting.
No faces turning red.
Okay, the arm wrestling competition was
So
my favorite
much
part of the
coke.
movie.
Yeah,
It's the best part of the movie.
It's great. And
it's
it's only, what, 15 minutes long, maybe?
that whole
think the
thing.
most?
I think. Well, no, because I was trying to see how long I have left for the
Yeah.
movie, and it was the start when he goes to Vegas,
Yeah.
and there was 30 minutes left,
This was 30 minutes.
So, like,
of arm
25
wrestling.
minutes
Yeah,
left.
of arm wrestling.
and rightly so. Oh, sorry. All right. Now, he loses his first match to the guy who... No, he wins, and he gets to the
Now,
finals.
I knew that there was going to be... He was going to lose one time because they
Yeah.
just kept saying it over
Yeah.
and over and over
Now listen,
and over.
when you-
If you lose your first match, you still can go on. You still have a chance. You can go
guys,
twice.
do you remember?
Remember, 10 minutes later, remember, if you
When
lose
you
one,
lose your
but
first
nobody
match.
lost yet.
No.
So
Except the
you
guys who
knew-
lost.
You knew he was going to
But I
lose
think
once.
that was... No. I think when you're in the finals...
No,
I
it
think
was
that's when-
at the very start.
At
the
At
start?
the very
If you
start of
lose
the competition, they had that announcement.
I don't
If you lose
remember.
once,
If you lose once,
twice,
you
you're
could
out.
still go on.
Yeah.
You
Now-
lose twice, you're out.
Now Hawk gets beat, and Robert Loggia wants to see
By
him.
oil drinking man.
Yeah. Robert Loggia wants to see him, and they go up to the room, and he's like, listen.
Human garbage.
Yeah.
Human garbage can.
Now, he goes up to Robert Loggia's room, and Robert Loggia's like, listen. What was it? He just wanted
He
him
wanted him
to
out of the
get
picture.
out of the picture?
He figured if he's still around,
But what was he going to do?
just
He
go
was out of the
away,
picture at the
live,
start.
leave. I don't know why he came. He didn't even know the kid left.
No, he knew the kid left.
No, he
Yeah,
didn't.
No, he did.
He did. That's why he went.
did. He did. He knew the kid left.
But I think he didn't. Maybe he didn't want to say, "Hey, the kid's missing."
Because why would the guys? Guys would tell him, "Hey,
Yeah.
the kid left."
I don't know. I
And he's only
figured
gonna be
they-
a one. He
I figured he came there anyway.
No.
I didn't.
No,
think
he
the
knew
kid
he
left.
was there. It's like, listen, before.
because Sylvester Stallone said he was going to sign the papers anyway.
Yeah.
So he had him already.
Yeah.
So I don't think he went there for no reason.
So he's like, listen, you're a jerk, and you left your wife. It's like you tore us apart. Now there's a backstory there.
And then Robert Loggia said, "No, I didn't take responsibility for it." And then
Yeah.
Sylvester didn't say nothing. So Sylvester Stallone was lying.
Something
he left
happened.
on his own.
Okay.
It wasn't Robert Loggia's fault.
No. I don't know. That's the thing. You don't know what happens.
And then what does Sylvester Stallone do? He leaves.
He leaves.
He turns around and he pushes a guy through a glass door wall.
Broke
thing.
more nice stuff.
Yeah.
Broke
That's
the
a-
room
and
up.
he's like, listen.
And he left.
Yeah.
He muscled his way out of it again.
And he's like, listen.
didn't
well,
talk.
before that, Robert Loggia offers him $500,000 and a new truck. Which, here's the thing. He probably would have took the truck and the $500 if it wasn't a Cutler truck. It was the name of his company, Robert Loggia's company.
Really?
Yeah, maybe.
Because his name is Cutler.
Yeah.
So it
I
had
didn't pay attention.
yeah, it had the Cutler brand.
Yeah, I did.
So like, why would he do
It
that?
could have just said "fuck you" on it.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Hawk.
Yeah.
That's what it should
I
have
had canoe.
Yeah,
Yeah, instead of brood.
yeah.
Smelled kind of almost like
I
a
know,
guy,
I'm a brute
maybe.
guy.
That's
I just told brood. I
hey,
like
Brute's a
brood.
lot of money. Smell like
Or it should have
Okay.
said Alka-Seltzer on it.
Pepto.
Yeah. Oh,
Pepto-Bismol.
He's like, no, I hate Pepto Bismol.
I'm on,
I like Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah, I'm an Alka-Seltzer guy.
Go fuck yourself. I like Alka-Seltzer.
I was gonna do it when you fucked up.
You hear me?
Should have did your research.
And like Robert's like, oh, why did I just pick Alka-Seltzer?
So that's just Stallone throws a man through a wall.
Yeah, and he's like,
Leaves.
I'm gonna win.
He doesn't even look back
He-
like at Robert Loggia.
No,
he just
has that
keeps
passion.
going.
He has that passion.
He's ready to win now.
He wants. That's like, this is good. I just pushed a man through a window, and I turned down about $1 million. Let's say that truck's $500,000.
Yeah.
Because it's better than the $250,000 one.
So he storms back downstairs.
Yeah.
He goes right up to Garbage Can Man.
And beats him again?
Gets him
No,
twice in a row. No, wait. Did he win the first?
Just once.
No.
No,
he had
I
to win
think
twice.
he wins him twice.
I don't remember.
Yeah, he
He has
beats
to beat him
that guy.
twice.
Or does he beat the black guy?
No. The black guy was before that.
Oh, anyway. So now he's up against
Bull.
Bull.
He's backstage.
And Bull,
The son comes up to him.
was he
he's
back?
afraid.
Yeah, he's backstage. He's like, listen.
Bull's never lost in 5 years. I'm
And also,
afraid.
he tore something on his last. He tore
was
something in his
bullshitting.
arm.
I think it
He's
was
like, I hurt
bullshitting.
my arm. I tore something.
He was bullshitting.
And he was wearing the coolest New York T-shirt while it's going on. Like, he puts on the shirt. Well,
I don't
he's
know.
not wearing the shirt
Yeah.
afterwards, is he?
No, I don't think so.
During the match?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't think so. I don't know. He doesn't
I
have a
think he's
shirt
wearing a
on.
white shirt. No, he has a shirt on.
But he's wearing a black
Yeah, I think
New
he's wearing
York,
a white one during the
like a
the
crop
final.
neck, like the.
He cut
it's
it.
a lady
And he
shirt.
Yeah, he
Why
cut
is
it. He
he
made a
changing
It's
box.
a lady blouse.
Why did he keep changing his shirt?
Because it was sweaty.
It was a one day. It was like a couple hours. That was it. Maybe it was all day. Or
But I don't blame him.
Sure.
He wants to be clean.
You know what? He don't take showers. I forgot.
Yeah,
So he
yeah,
just
yeah.
changes his shirts.
Wash myself with a rag on the stick.
So now he goes against what's his name? Bull, who says that he has no shit in business being there.
Yeah, he loves the word shit.
Yeah. And
kept
he
saying it.
calls him chicken shit when they're something about shit.
So, well, I
I
think
think he calls him chicken shit when they're about to go head to head. And
I
then-
have a feeling the guy who plays Bull loves cursing a lot, and they only allow him to say shit or
Yeah.
shitting, and that was the only one he could use. So he used that as much as he
Now-
could.
Now, Robert Loggia comes down while the match is going on, finds Michael,
Yes.
and he's like, as soon as this is over, we're getting out of here. Which is funny. Now, didn't he just take the kid?
Why
He's
not just take him?
Like, no, like, he goes, I want to see this.
Wow, that's what he does arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm a big fan.
Oh, hold on, wait, Bull's up. Hold on.
Wait, Bull.
Undefeated.
So,
How did I miss this?
this is cool.
This is now?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was next week.
Kid, I'm so wrong. Your father, he is not a loser.
Wow.
I'm a liar. I'm a piece of shit.
So he wins Bull shockingly with the over-the-top
With the
move.
over the top move, which did he lose one? No, he was
The hand scraped out. or
His
something like
hand
that, yeah.
scraped out, so they
Yeah.
put the leather.
They put
Which
the
why
band on
isn't
them.
the leather thing on the whole time for the whole thing?
I don't know. I think in the real ones they do that.
They should.
Yeah, but I think in this movie it was like based on
The little
trust
leather
or
harness
shit.
to keep two hands together.
So whatever, he loses.
And
he wins. He loses. Robert Loggia loves Hawk now.
he gets the respect.
Gives the kid to him. Basically.
Loggia gives his respect to Stallone.
And then
end
of movie.
And then now
That's
he's telling, it sounds like, I think it should be Son and Hawk. He's like, I think it should be Hawk and Son. And he puts the Hawk on the truck. It's just a half turn.
That's it.
Yeah, it's one thread.
It's just like,
That's it. That's all it needs.
I go 80 miles per hour on the road.
I like the loose fit.
Yes. All right, so that's the movie.
The end.
Now we've been recording for 50 minutes.
Oh man.
Now we gotta talk about the plot. Or who wants to? Sam, you start. Or who wants to start?
All right, I'll start.
Go ahead.
Mine's
What do
real
you
quick,
What
so
do you
it
think the
doesn't
plot?
I'll
point
make
is?
it quick.
What do you think the plot should be?
Here's where I think it should change. I think you cut down the half of the starting story up until the point. We'll just cut little bits and pieces out. I think the relationship with his kid, I don't know. It was okay. It was the whole movie, but I think you cut down half by half. And then here's what I thought when he gets to that car dealer in Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay, and he sells his car for $7,000.
Yeah.
He made sure to get that Hawk.
Yeah.
Okay. What I think is it takes a turn there, and he doesn't get the Hawk.
Mm-hmm.
And then he remembers he wants it, and he goes back to the dealer the next day before the competition starts.
Okay.
He wants his Hawk off his truck. The guy said some guy came in and bought it specifically for that Hawk.
Okay.
He bought the car, so he tracks this guy down. That guy says, yeah, I bought it because I knew there was a guy looking for that Hawk. It's a very rare truck emblem.
And he's like, I know.
So that guy
That's what I wanted.
He gets him and he beats him up and he tells him, I sold it to a guy and all I know is he works for a guy at a pawn shop or whatever. Now he goes around to pawn shops, busting down pawn shops in Vegas. There's a lot of them.
So is he still doing arm wrestling?
No.
He misses.
No,
the,
he's just being
he
people up.
misses.
He misses
He
the
misses the
competition.
competition.
He misses the competition because here's the thing. He finally gets to the guy who knows about it. And there's a secret hidden underground arm wrestling competition going down in Vegas at the same time. And he has to face the boss of the big pawn shop there. He's like a kingpin.
Yeah.
He's like a 500-pound guy.
And he's like, he's in the truck with the lifting machine taunting him.
Yeah.
He has two.
He's got two. He put an extra. So
He
now-
sits in the middle of the seat, and there's two side by side. He took the steering wheel out.
Yeah.
This is his office now.
So he wants to face
So my
off,
truck had.
and he kidnapped Michael
Okay.
to get Stallone there at
Okay.
the end there. So he has to face him not only for his precious Hawk emblem, but for his son.
Oh, okay.
And he wins. Gets his Hawk emblem back. The end. This I wanted to turn into like a Chuck Norris karate fighting kick-ass movie.
Now he's a karate fighter.
Yeah, he's a
Okay.
karate fighter
Excuse
now.
me.
Alright, that's what
Hold
I
on,
think it
Chris.
should
Do
be.
you have any?
No,
No,
I have nothing.
there's nothing.
Mine's
All
real
right, go
quick.
ahead. Go ahead.
Because I couldn't really think of one.
Well, I wrote all mine down.
Yeah, that's why I'm going first.
Go ahead.
Second, I should say. Alright. Everything happens up to the point where the car chase was going on between when the two guys
kidnappers?
steal. Yeah, the kidnappers.
Okay.
Alright. They have that collision.
Yeah.
Where he hits the car and also some other cars over here.
Yeah, I had that idea too.
Okay.
Okay.
Sylvester Stallone magically becomes the truck. Now, when he becomes the truck, the movie changes.
Okay.
It was a movie. Now it's an 80s cartoon. It's Captain Planet. I think Captain Planet. It's like that kind of
Planet?
yeah, like Captain Planet, like that kind of animation. That's what I want.
Okay.
Okay, like Magic Bus. Is the Magic Bus thing?
Yeah.
What would they call that?
Magic
Magic
Bus.
School
yeah,
Bus?
Yeah, Magic School Bus. Like that kind of animation. That's what I want.
Okay.
Okay, terrible animation.
Yeah,
that's
Just
what
like
you want. Okay.
boring animation that like it's not fun.
And it's
Muted
it's like for
pastel
children.
color.
It's really for children.
yeah, like
It's colorful.
everything is like normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Sylvester Stallone is a cartoon truck.
Yeah, cartoon
Okay.
truck. And the only way, you don't know this, but the only way he turns back into a human is if he gets his son's respect.
Okay.
And his son chooses him. Now there is instead of an arm wrestling competition, there's a truck towing competition.
Oh, I like that.
He has to tow trucks.
Yeah, it's like a tug of war, but with two semi.
Yeah.
Like a truck pull.
Yeah, like a truck pull.
Like a
And
truck pull.
I think there is
Okay.
competitions like that.
Yeah.
Truck pull. Everything else happens. His son is driving him.
Yeah.
Like there's like car jokes, like.
Could his son be like in like to get respect of all like the other kids in school? Like, hey, I'm driving a truck, but really Stallone's driving
it's
a truck.
not that long. No, it's the midst of the days. It's,
We
it's
showed
5
them.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, it's not like that
It's
at
like,
all.
whoa, look what Mike could do.
Wow.
I don't know.
I think he's gay.
Wow, yeah.
And then
I know it.
he wins the truck pull.
Okay.
And him and his son live happy ever after. It goes back to normal. It goes back to a regular movie. The end. That's it.
But
okay.
does he want to stay a truck? You don't want to stay a truck?
Leave it to the mystery. It's a mystery.
It's a mystery.
All right. That's not
Because
bad.
he didn't go to the arm wrestling competition.
Okay.
You never
And
made
He's
it.
like, I don't know what's better. Should I be a truck, or should I go? Should I try to win?
And it sounds like, sorry, you missed the arm wrestling competition, Dad. He's like, you know what? I have your respect,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's all.
And then it ends.
That's all I want.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
I had a few ideas. I'll just say the ideas I didn't do. I had when the kid goes up in the truck after the military thing, where
Yeah.
like I think he's having a hard time getting in. Okay. I want him to fall down
Die.
and not die, but like get really hurt. And now the movie's about the son getting hurt. They have to take care of this kid.
So the whole movie, so you forget about the mother?
Yeah.
It's just about the kid being
Yeah.
hurt?
The other one, Hawk takes Mike without anybody knowing. Okay, like, listen, come with me. I'm your father. All right, so I had that, which I think in my other, I think that's what I say in the other one. I'll read. I have a whole page.
Yeah, I
of like,
see that right there.
That's
It's
my
already
page.
going very long.
Okay, so it's not gonna be long. I'll do. And then also I had another plot idea where the kid gives the free truck to the to the guy at the airport.
Yeah.
And then there's a whole story about him having to like, I got a truck. Look at me.
He goes to his girlfriend.
Yeah.
My life's changing.
Yeah.
I told you my luck's gonna change.
What is that, a Ford running?
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Remember I said I was getting a 4Runner? No, you said you was getting the Bentley.
I told you me at the me being,
4Runner's the Bentley of trucks.
me being a security guard at the airport where the drop off is, I knew I'd get a car.
I told you making $4 an hour was gonna pay off at some point.
I'm not selling shit. I'm not selling this. They're like, why don't you sell it? I ain't selling. All right, anyway. So I wanted that to, but that's not what this is about. Okay.
His life changed and turns around because he's got a 4Runner.
Yeah.
He starts getting all these opportunities.
Well, yeah, like it's like, oh, I used to take the cab to work. Now I could drive in a 4Runner. It's
Driving
like,
in style.
yeah. It's kind of like the movie A Million to One, which we should do. We should do A Million to One. We should do A Million to One. You don't like A Million to One.
I do like A
You
Million
do
to
not.
Nobody likes
It's not that bad.
You don't like it.
I think I hate A Million to One.
Okay. All right. So here's my plot.
Only because I hate the girl in it.
Yeah.
I really hate
Oh,
her.
the old lady.
No, the girl that he likes. in the
Yeah,
movie.
she's like an old lady.
Yeah, she's an old lady.
Is she old?
It's good for movies. All right. Anyway, here's my plot. All right. Hawk has been in prison for 12 years. Okay.
Before this?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. He's been in prison for drug trafficking because remember when they say I thought
Yeah.
you said you were a drug trafficker.
Yeah,
Or he was
he was
dealing
dealing
drugs. And it's like, all right. So anyway, finally gets out and wants to see his son.
Okay.
And he finds out that his son. He knows
So
that
he
his
was
son,
the bad guy that they're saying he
Yeah.
was. Okay.
and his son doesn't know who he is.
Okay.
So he goes to the military academy, and also he found out his wife's dead.
Okay, she's dead.
She's dead.
So when he gets out, she's dead.
Yeah.
Okay. Right from the go before he meets the son.
Well, anyway, you find out that the son that the wife's dead. Okay? Who knows how long? I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Is she a ghost that's trying to tell them what's going on, like what you guys said last week?
No, you get all plots that we done should be off the table.
Okay.
For a
And
future.
he found out he has to stay. The kid has to stay with his grandfather. And the grandfather's turning him into a shit at a military academy.
Okay.
So he's gonna go and save his son.
Okay.
So he snatches him from the graduation before his grandfather get him.
Okay.
And he's like, "Listen, I'm your father.
He don't bring the
I
picture
have
anymore?
look at my picture.
He
Look
don't
at the
bring the
picture.
wedding picture?
No, he has the picture.
Yeah,
Look, this is your mom, right?
But it's
Yeah.
naked.
And that's me.
No,
that's not
wrong
it.
picture.
That's not it. So now the grandfather's been raising his
I'm telling
grandson.
you, on me.
The grandfather's been raising him to be like a militant guy, but he doesn't want to be a militant guy.
Okay.
And you find out that Hudson, I keep calling him Hudson, but it's Lincoln
No,
Hawk.
it's Lincoln Hawk.
They're both cars. All right. So Lincoln Hawk is like, listen, I'm really your father. I have my pictures here, and what did I write down? He steals his son, takes him across country. He's like, listen, we're gonna bond, and I have a Vegas competition to go to. It's an arm wrestling competition. I've been practicing in jail for 12 years, and I think I have a shot.
Okay.
Because there's some other guys. Whatever, that's not important.
Well, he got good at arm wrestling in jail.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now the grandfather's going crazy. You don't know why he's really going crazy. Like, you understand why he's going crazy, but there's something else behind why he's going crazy, okay? Because Lincoln took his son, and like, oh shit, we got to get Michael back. But really, he's like, I have to get to Lincoln first.
Okay.
All right. So what did I write down here? That's fine. His grandson. Hawk's son doesn't like him, and he wants to go home. But Hawk tells him that his grandfather is the reason that he went to prison.
Okay.
Because his grandfather. They never say why his grandfather's rich.
No.
Or what he does.
No.
His grandfather is a drug lord, and he's been trafficking his grandfather's drugs. His father-in-law's drugs.
That's how he got in trouble?
That's how he got in trouble, but he's not a snitch.
He didn't snitch on him.
And he's like, listen, we can't both go to jail.
But
so I'll take, like, the grandfather's like, listen, we can't both go to jail. You have to take the rap for it.
But then wouldn't he be grateful for him coming back?
The thing is, he can't, because it's like, listen, you've been raising my son to be a shitty person.
Oh, now he's mad about it.
Now he's mad.
Okay.
Really, he's raising his son to be like a goon,
He wants
one of his
like
goons.
an enforcer. Like, he wants the head of his security kind of thing. Okay.
All right. So what did I write down? Okay, so that's the reason why he's in jail, because he was smuggling, and also he's like, listen, I'm not going to snitch out. You have to raise my son, because we can't both go to jail. And I guess his wife's dying. So his wife died like at the start, like before the son was born.
A long time before that.
Maybe childbirth or something like that. Okay. What else did I write down here? He's been taking care of his son. Huck and his son finally connect by letting his son drive the truck and do other fun shit.
So that still happens?
Yeah. Now Hawk gets arrested for kidnapping in Nevada, but the grandfather tells him he'll drop the charges if he takes his grandson back home.
Okay.
Which happens in the movie.
Yeah.
Hawk takes the deal and goes to Vegas. All right. Then his son escapes at the airport. Hawk competes at the AWC, the arm wrestling competition. And the grandfather makes the deal, yada, 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 all that.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same movie.
Okay.
But there's backstory to it.
Okay, there's more plot
There's more. You realize what the hell's going on.
Yeah, because otherwise they just leave it alone.
Yeah.
They just let it go.
So I just made a story about what happened, like the gap between all that shit. Like the 30 minutes that was missing.
Okay. That needed to be in the movie that wasn't in the movie.
Yeah. But otherwise, but here's the thing. This movie does not need to be fixed. It's perfect.
Pretty good.
It
is what it is.
It's a perfectly shitty movie.
I just wanted to make it more seedy and more gritty.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do in my version of it. There's like a whole underground arm wrestling scene. Maybe more like Charles Bronson kind of movie.
Yeah.
No, that's like Cobra. If you want something like that, you just watch Cobra.
Watch
Cobra with a kid. He has a kid too.
Well,
kid comes along for a ride.
Cobra's a lot better.
No, this was better than Cobra. I've seen Cobra
like
recently.
Cobra.
It's not good.
Alright,
So I think we're done here.
Yeah.
Chris, you have any words to say about this movie?
We ran out of Planters trail mix.
We can get some
If
more.
they would like to send us some next time, that would be really great.
All right. So thanks for guys listening. Also, please rate and subscribe. So
Yeah, we're on iTunes now.
We're on iTunes. This is our first.
on iTunes?
Yeah, now we're on.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we're on iTunes now. You can put it on the.
Oh
you
wow! Look, it's
You
right
can
here.
listen to the show now.
We're on iTunes, and
We're gonna make a lot of like little episodes. I made one reviewing Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah,
it.
that was bad.
I didn't like that movie.
I didn't like it either.
I didn't see that either.
So yeah. So anyway, just thanks for listening, and listen to us next time on Fix the Plot.
We're done with